Welcome to the toy side of life. We are looking at today an Octonaut set. This is the GUP-R. It comes with a GUP-R ship, a Quasi, a helmet, and a Sailfish. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the ship itself. It is modeled after this guy, a Sailfish. I like the color scheme on this. It's nice with the combination of this light blue and white here, and you can see the little rivets along the side, and then towards the front it has what kind of looks like eyes, the yellow rings around it. And then on the side here we have the Octonauts symbol, which is printed on. It's not a sticker or anything, which is nice. And you can see that my kids have been playing with this quite a bit in the bathtub, and you can see that it is still pretty nice looking. Alright, and it does definitely look like a fish. It rolls pretty nice, so if you want to play with, if your child wants to play with it on the floor, then they're able to do that. So it rolls pretty nice. It also floats pretty good, so we'll look at that in a little bit. If you push down these wings here, the fin on the top of the sail will come up, and it's made out of this kind of fabric type stuff. Honestly, it's pretty thin. I wouldn't try to, grab it or anything of that nature. So, alright, and if you want it to go down, you can either push it down like that, or you can just raise the wings up, just like that, and it will have the same effect. Alright, now it also has a buoy on the front for a nose, so you can tether it on the bottom like that if you want it to be tight or whatever, and then push this to release it. If you want it to shoot a little bit farther, you just push down on it and it'll go. Depending on how hard you push it, the projectile will launch. What's nice about this projectile is that it is tethered onto the ship itself, so you can't take it off, which is nice, so you don't have to worry about it popping somebody in the head or any of those type of shenanigans that kids like to do, especially if they're in the bath together. Now let's go ahead and look at Quasi. Comes with this dude. I'm Quasi. Hello, this is Quasi here. That's a horrible Quasi, but you can see that he has a lot of nice detail. He has a yellow jumpsuit. The Quasi that is usually portrayed on TV looks a little bit different, but this guy, he has a yellow jumpsuit. I like the fact that he has a notch in his ear, and you see his whiskers, and he's painted pretty nice. You can tell that the paint is already kind of rubbing off a little bit from being in the water. The back of Quasi, he has a little hole there where is used to place him inside of the ship, like so. And you kind of got to push him a little bit to get him secure. Snug, you put that in, and he's ready to go. Like that. He also has holes on the bottom, and you can see that his arms move up and down, his head swivels back and forth, and his legs are attached, so they aren't independent of each other. And he also comes with a cool helmet, which you can put on top of him on his head. His ears poke out. The helmet doesn't stay on too well, so you don't expect it to stay on too long when you're playing with it. Now we also have, as mentioned before, the Sailfish. You can see him. Not a lot of detail, a lot of paint detail, but you see his fins and has his eyes and all those different things, which is nice. Okay, now we're going to look at how it floats. As you can see, it floats pretty well. It's really nice to put in the bathtub, and and I really love bath toys. Bath toys, especially toys where you can use a lot of imaginative play. And it's a time anyway that the kids are going to be in the bath, they're going to be getting clean, but it's also a really great opportunity to play with them, to go in there with them, as they're bathing, sitting on the side and playing with them, doing some imaginative play, doing some pretending, which is always really great for stimulating the mind. So as you can see, he floats really well. And then if you want to bring up the sail, you just push down on that, and then it seems like it goes pretty well. As you can see, you can, if you want to, you can put him underwater. He fills up a little bit, but he doesn't, gets kind of off balance a little bit, but still stays pretty good afloat. Unfortunately, this guy, he sinks. He doesn't really do much. He just kind of bloop, goes underneath, but still cool. One thing I do want to mention about both of these things in general when it comes to being in the bathtub is they do fill up with water, so you want to take them out afterwards, kind of shake them out. Even this guy, the figures themselves, their heads fill up, and you don't want that nasty stuff in there. So what I usually do is I'll make sure I take these out after the bath and I set them up straight in a standing position. That way any of the water drains out, and it seems to work pretty well. This guy will fill up with water pretty good too, so it's good just to let the water drain out and shake it around and everything. So alright, so education wise, I really like this show. This is one of those shows that when you're watching it, has a positive message. It's about sea life. It's about how to rescuing others, helping each other. So it's got a lot of nice themes in the show itself. The toy, however, is nice because it can open up vocabulary, talking about what a sailfish is. Your kids interested in it, if they really want to know more about it, take them to the library, check out some books, teach them how to research something. That's always really great. You can also use your critical thinking, asking your child what the different things here might be for. What would you use this for? What would the purpose of the sail be for? Looking at the fish itself and asking about the different features, about the tail, about the different fins, the nose. What would those be used for? All those type of critical thinking questions are really nice, and having them explain that. You can also compare, contrast the differences and the similarities between the fish and the ship. How are they similar? How are they different? Those type of things are really nice too. Alright, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you are interested, you want to see more content, more videos, go ahead and subscribe below. Also, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, go ahead and leave them. Thank you very much, and until next time, keep playing!